This is the John Brown Alliance. We are old school and we know the assignment. Throughout history, for people who didn't look like me, the United States government granted reparations to the Japanese, the Chinese, and white people who lost their slaves after the Civil War. Let me be the first to tell you that we are done with this. We are not intimidated by Donald Trump or the so-called government. Let me be the first to tell you that when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. The original sin of the United States of America has never been acknowledged. That applies to the Native Americans and enslaved black people. No reparations. When the first white man landed in 1492 here in America, he had the same audacity, an evil genius plan to consolidate a fascist state, which included everyone who would comply. So the same people that I knew in the 1980s that called themselves Italians and called themselves Cubans and got pissed off if you called them anything else, capitalized on black culture so that they could be accepted in schools, in clubs, rap, and all of that. This is not my first rodeo. It might be yours, but it's not mine. So I got a lot of backlash from white Hispanics that said they were proud to be white. Let me tell you something. You go back to Cuba, you go back to South America or any other place, you are only white in America because you allow yourself to be used, not because you're accepted. So that makes you an idiot. When you go back to your country, everybody knows there, they can trace your ancestry. And probably if you go into Mexico or Cuba right now, if you apply the 1% law that was applied in the United States of America, every person in Cuba or Mexico would be black. If you want to debate me, submit your DNA or shut the fuck up. So I'm going to say something else about black and Native America. We are at a crucial time in our government. But this is not a crucial time for us. We know who we are, what we are capable of, and what we are about to do. What we do not know is why everybody that took an oath and put their hand up and said they were going to defend the Constitution is not doing so. That's no longer our concern. You can't convince these people that they lied under oath. Every single solitary politician that is not standing up to Donald Trump is collecting a check on your tax dollar. Blue states are donor states. So we're actually funding fascism. What we need to do now, every blue state in America, is to join right now the general strike. You need to stop paying taxes to your red state if you want to join us. Stop paying taxes to the gutted IRS, which is now run by Donald Trump's cronies. You need to stop traveling to red states and promoting them. Every dime you spend on an airline this weekend is going to result in that money going toward transporting people who have been abducted by the United States of America and ICE. This is not hyperbole, and I do not have to explain that to you. If you're that dumb still, and you still support Donald Trump, and you still watch your kids starve, and you still have a problem with black people, I don't want anything to do with you. Fall by the wayside. Die by the CDC. Believe your leader. Don't vote by mail. Don't do anything that you think your leader is going to make you advocate for people of color. I want to say something else right now. I have a problem with not having the ability to go into predominantly white states and feel safe. But yet, in Washington, D.C., Maryland, and other places, New York, Vermont, used to be Pennsylvania, and used to be Northern Virginia, where white people don't feel safe. Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Chicago. If you don't like black people, and you don't like diversity, what you need to do is stay the fuck out of our states and our business. I don't like rednecks that drink Mountain Dew and eat Cheeto pie and make spaghetti casseroles and talk about niggers. I don't like that shit. So I don't go in those places. I don't belong there, obviously. So you don't belong here. If you want to make America great again for you, you have two choices. You can go back to where you came from, or you can go back to red states. But what you're not going to do, under the John Brown Alliance watch, is turn blue states into white America. You have an extended opportunity to get the fuck out of here while you can. Because since 2016, we've been ready for this. And we've been ready for this in the blackest of neighborhoods. We have paid for our property. Not through generational wealth, but because we earned it. We have put our kids through college because we earned it. We didn't get money from our fathers. We didn't get money from a trust on a plantation. We weren't farmers in the Midwest who stole our land from Native Americans and then decided 150 years ago that they were going to homestead. We have nothing to lose except the next 7 generations. And when I say that, I mean this. If you threaten my life or my neighbor's life, and you post outside here, outside my property, know this. I own many firearms. I'm not going to sit here because you're white and decide I'm going to move out of my house or leave my residence or change my phone number. What I'm going to do is stick my motherfucking gun outside that goddamn door and defend my property. Because in the state of Maryland, that's how we do it. The laws might not support that right now, but the laws didn't support 16 insurrectionists being released by a 34-count felon that is now in the White House. So as far as I'm concerned, we live in a lawless land, and I need to act in a lawless way. According to white law. According to my law and my civil rights, I would gladly, any day of the week, be dragged out of here, transported to whatever, and given the death penalty. If it means that 2 people's lives will be saved because I made that sacrifice. That's what Black and Native American people do. That is what we pledged. No white supremacy, no threat, and nothing is going to change that. No political party, no MSNBC, no CNN is going to change the way I die on American soil. One life is worth my death. And that is all I need. I've been asked many times, why aren't you afraid? Courage is a superpower. And every person who is an actual patriot has that superpower. Now I hope you key into this. Maybe you might not. But I have mine. I'm at peace with myself. And I'm ready to die for my country. And I don't need to get on Amazon and buy some stupid uniform with some bullshit on it. Walk around here with a gun. I don't need a gun, even though I have one. the mistake the Trump administration made. People who know how to use firearms against a fascist were fired from their jobs. People with experience far better than his National Guard. All this is theater. But you'll see, in the next 30 days, we're going to bring the drama. This is the John Brown Alliance, where we don't fear, we fight.